Hi everyone, welcome to GBE Reviews. I'm your host Joe, and this week I'm going to be discussing Yamada-kun no nana-nin no majo, aka Yamada and the Seven Witches. So to give you a little bit of background, Yamada and the Seven Witches is a 12-episode, single-season anime produced by Leiden Films in 2015. It is an adaptation of a manga that shares the same name. There is also an 8-part live-action television drama that covers roughly the same material as the anime. Alright, getting the background out of the way, let's talk about the story. I was trying to describe the story of this anime, and one phrase kept coming to mind. It's like a paint-by-numbers masterpiece. It is just cliché enough to feel familiar, but done so damn well it feels like something extraordinary. In my opinion, some of the best anime I've ever seen take a fairly simple setting and a common premise, but make them unique enough to feel new and exciting. This is an example of one of those types of stories. Our main character Yamada, who is a bit of a delinquent, runs into the top student of the school Urada on the stairway, trips, and sets into motion a solid romance story. Without spoiling the details of the story, I will say that it feels less like a comedy and more like a straight romance. The cast of characters is diverse and excellent. There really wasn't a single character I didn't understand and end up liking once they were entirely fleshed out. The pacing of the story is also spot on. The main premise is that Yamada finds out about each of the 7 witches and is tasked to figure out the identity and special powers of each. Without giving away too much detail, I will add that the motivation to find out who the witches are isn't contrived or stupid. The authors did a great job moving the story along in a thoughtful and logical way. As the mysteries unfold, the story gets deeper and more characters are intertwined in Yamada's quest. By the end, you feel like you've gotten to know a huge cast of characters and enjoy each of them. The one thing this anime could have suffered from was being a single season and trying to bite off more than it could chew. I'm really glad that didn't happen. It did a great job of covering the right amount of material for its length. Plenty of anime try to cover too much and end up rushing the ending, or even worse, adding a bunch of filler and still ending with a rushed or incomplete story. This anime nailed it, and there was just enough filler to keep you entertained. I mean, seriously, we couldn't have an anime in this day and age without a beach scene. We're not savages after all. When you get to the final episode, it doesn't feel rushed. The ending is complete and wraps up the story well. No sequel, no second guessing, just a good solid ending that will leave a big smile on your face and perhaps a tear in your eye that it's over. The soundtrack isn't terribly unique. It is on par with other pieces in the genre, as in it includes sappy, feel-good music and orchestral pieces to enhance the mood. I like the intro and outro songs, but the rest didn't really stand out to me. Here are a few of the songs from the OST to give you an idea of the kind of music you'll hear. There isn't much to say about the art of this anime. The characters all look good, though there are only a few that look unique. Honestly, a lot of the characters in this anime look very similar to others. For example, here is Yamada compared to the main protagonist of Blue Exorcist, and the student council president compared to his brother. Also, here is Urada compared to the main female lead in Sakuraso no Pet na Kanjo. Don't mistake what I'm saying. The anime looks good, but it's not going to get many points for uniqueness. The characters in this anime are quite good, and fairly unique. The main character is Yamada, a troublemaker of sorts who often shows up late for class and isn't good at studying. He tends to be hot-headed and quick to fight and is your typical alpha male type. Throughout the story, he evolves into a more compassionate and nice guy who is more willing to help out a friend and do other things for others. The main female lead is Urara. She's your typical moe blonde girl who is great at studying and bad at making friends. She is fairly unique in that she doesn't mind using her abilities to help Yamada pass his tests and get good grades. She is generally go with the flow and doesn't often object to plans. The rest of the witches have various personality types, which leads to all sorts of interesting episodes. Yamada has to help each witch learn about and overcome her powers, oftentimes helping them learn lessons and become better people. The rest of the characters are fun. They help round out the ensemble and complete what is a lovable group that you sincerely enjoy learning about. So overall, should you watch this anime? This one's easy, everyone. Everyone should watch this anime. We're done here. Roll the credits. Okay, I'm just kidding. So the kind of people who would like Yamada and the Seven Witches, aka The Good. Do you like romantic comedy or slice of life anime with a familiar feel but a unique twist? Do you like a big and diverse cast of characters with unique personality types and struggles to overcome? Do you like anime that come to a solid and concrete feel-good ending where everything is resolved? Alright, the kind of people who would dislike Yamada and the Seven Witches, aka the bad. Do you dislike the romantic comedy genre, especially those taking place in a school? Are you bored with the typical romance formula and want something completely unique? Are you looking for a romance on an already established relationship that focuses less on the chase and more on the actual development of the relationship? Alright, in summary, Yamada and the Seven Witches is an excellent romantic comedy that feels similar to many others but does enough to differentiate itself and stand above the competition. The characters are diverse and likable, the story involves enough fluff to feel fun and relaxed while also progressing at a nice pace. The ending is great. It covers the entire story and wraps everything up completely. If you're into romantic comedies and enjoy something that feels familiar but unique, definitely give this one a watch. Well, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you found this review helpful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of GBE Reviews. Again, I'm your host Joe, saying to you, Jane.
Oh, please don't let me